Shit, where's the keyboard?
Keyboard. Hello. This is. Oops. Let's see if we can do that again with it less nasty noise. Hello.
Sorry.
Hi.
All right, start again.
Hello. Hi. This is Aural. This is Aural Hygiene. But what's wrong with you? This is a podcast where we talk about caught in educational films. This is Matt here. There is Mark there.
Hello, I'm here. Not there.
Are you looking
You're
forward
there.
to the Christmas season?
No.
Are you going to trap Santa Claus?
Yes.
How?
Thorns. Lots
Thorn?
of thorns.
Okay. Like they flying thorns? Do
Just
they fly?
thorns just everywhere. Thorns.
Okay.
Just vines and thorns and branches. Thorns.
I think that was a recent Star Trek episode, but sure.
Not caught up yet.
Huh? Okay, that's cool.
And I'm not caught up to the 2010s on Star Trek.
That's fine. There's a lot of thorns. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Today is much older than the 2010s. We're going back to 1909 with A Trap for Santa Claus, directed by D.W. Griffith.
Star Trek has definitely gone that far back before, though.
But their episodes don't go that far back. Like they didn't make Star Trek back then.
Maybe not.
Some kind of newfangled thing.
I guess they were just doing Trip to the Moon back then. I don't think even Trip to the Moon was out in 1909, was it?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It's 1902, I believe.
There you go.
This is not the first Santa Claus movie. Even Malek, how do you say his name? Malaise.
Melier?
Thank you. I can't say them French words. He made a Christmas movie in like 1901, 1902, somewhere around there. And there were a couple short ones, but this one is at least a little bit more substantial. It's one of D.W. Griffith's one-reelers when he worked with Biograph, and I think this is one of the New York ones because he famously plonked out to California around this time. Spent his winters there. Yeah. Can you tell us what happens in A Trap for Santa Claus?
Well, man is drunk. Man leaves family. Family becomes rich. Man robs family. Man is reassimilated into family.
Where does Santa Claus come in?
There is no Santa Claus.
What?
Oh, sorry. The man is wearing a Santa Claus suit to rob his family. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, no, I was trying to show the shock of you telling me there is no Santa Claus.
I know, and I was just going with it. Yeah, it's his robber outfit. He robs people dressed as Santa Claus. I mean, he only robs his family.
As one does.
As you do.
If it's your family, are you really robbing them?
Yes, you are. You left them. They're your family because you made the family, and then you leave the family, and then you rob the family in your Santa Claus suit, and then you're reassimilated into the family. That is how Christmas works. Seems
he should be in prison instead or something with all that.
Yes, I was watching this being like, don't take him back. Don't take him back. And this is 1909.
Oh, come on. It's Christmas.
It's 1909. You just take him back.
You take what you can get in the slums of New York City. Where is this? I
think it's New York.
Yeah.
New York.
I assume it was. Because it could be the streets of Los Angeles by this time, I suppose.
Yeah, most likely the only way they could find a way to advance the plot in a way where the wife had any power over the husband whatsoever was to just make her inherit a bunch of money because they couldn't show remarriage, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that is a weird plot twist. I mean, this is one of them one-reelers, right? So it's only about 10 minutes long.
Yeah, it's like a little morality play, I guess.
This is back when the movies were for trashy people.
I can see that. I mean, this isn't. I'm assuming that most Hallmark Christmas movies are at least this dumb,
Are based
if not
on this.
more. They're all based on
it.
that.
Every one of them.
Yeah. I mean, there are something like 550 Hallmark Christmas movies, but at least 50 or 100 are probably based on this.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, as we said, we had Deadbeat Drunk Dad right out at the front. Doesn't feel like a Christmas movie at all. I said, oh yes, that bar was really nice. When we were talking about the Twilight Zone's Judgment Night, they had a really nice bar too. But they used to have bars, swank bars back in the day. But,
it looked like an old timey saloon. I mean, in a good way.
Yeah, like one with nice wood paneling, right? So,
and I didn't entirely understand why he got thrown out of the bar, except for maybe the owner of the bar was just like, "Get out of here! You've been here for too long, or you left your family. Get out of here."
Yeah, or maybe he was like pissing on the bar or something, and we just didn't see that bit.
Yeah, censorship. I don't know if there was censorship back then, but that probably just wouldn't have been. No one would have thought of anything that avant-garde.
At this point, I don't believe there was pretty much any censorship. And then several years later, they started like trying to police themselves. And then, of course, in the 30s, you get the Hays Code, which made nothing fun ever again.
Yeah, until we get into the 80s and 90s when it's just like dildos everywhere.
Yeah.
and exploding heads.
Dildos and exploding heads. That would be a cool silent movie. But yeah, the secret is you drink at home. It's way cheaper. You can like listen to radio dramas or something there.
Well, you can't drink at home because you are embarrassed that your family will see you drinking at home. I guess
he's not embarrassed being a complete disaster.
This could be just a case where he's suffering from massive depression and he didn't really have a drinking problem and he didn't really have money problems. He was just like, I'm leaving. You're better off without me.
That
and then he robs them.
Oh, right. So,
I mean, he robs them because he's depressed.
I don't know if that holds water. I rob because I'm depressed.
He's depressed because it's Christmas. He drinks because he's depressed. He thinks he needs money because he's so drunk. So he robs people.
He could have just brought his family to the bar with him. It's a nice bar.
I don't think you could in 1909.
You
can't bring your wife to a bar. That's like men only bar, probably.
No wife allowed. I don't know.
No wife, no women, probably. I mean, we jest.
They didn't do that.
However,
I don't think they did that.
We don't know, do we?
I thought maybe Santa was going to become their new dad, when I was halfway through this.
I was wondering where Santa was for almost the entire runtime.
And they turned out to be a thief.
Yeah, and then they rigged up a trap that involved tying a rope around a toe, which seems like really dangerous and not smart at all, but I guess that's what kids do. And also, what were they going to do with Santa? What was their plan? They're going to trap him. They're going to trap him, but then what? What were they going to do?
They're kids. Kids are stupid.
I don't know. What if they were trapping Santa for a reason? They're going to take all of his presents.
They're going to chain him to the basement and have him make toys for them for all year round.
You're going to sing songs to him and make him make toys and take everyone else's toys. And
I mean, on the other podcast we did, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. It's pretty much the Martians do.
That is true. The Martians were better at trapping Santa than these kids.
Well, they kind of invite him over and then tell him he can't leave which now he's on Mars. That's kind of it would be difficult to go back anyway. Whereas this guy, he has enough trouble breaking into this house.
That is that's the plot of a lot of movies involving people going to Mars. Is, hey, come to Mars. Hey, you can't leave Mars. In this case, Mars is the nuclear family.
Mars is a swank house that you get after you win the dead relative lottery.
Yes, he didn't need to be trapped at all because he now has enough money to drink all the time.
Yes. As if Dad's breaking in, there are far deeper problems at hand here than just, trapping Santa Claus. So
there's a huge problem, which is that his wife took him back after he robbed them.
Forgive me now that you're rich.
Yes.
Did you stop drinking? No.
Well, money is, now that he's rich, he doesn't have to drink anymore. No one who's rich drinks all that much.
No, now that he's rich, you could drink more. What about Winston Churchill?
That was sarcasm.
Oh, yeah, okay. Winston Churchill had like a bottle of scotch before he started prime ministering.
Yeah, no. He is absolutely dead by now.
He had body doubles for when he was too smashed. So did Stalin. They weren't, I mean, they probably had like some, ones for assassination avoiding purposes too. I think Stalin and Churchill both had people to fill in when they were too hungover.
I think that I presume they would just use those doubles because they're just on retainer all the time. They can't always use them. So it's just like, just send Charlie the double.
Winston's slurring all of his words. He can't make a speech right now. So put the other guy on the radio. In fact, the voice do like the Paul.
That's my impression of Winston Churchill.
Witty's really drunk.
What if Orson Welles had used a body double of him to do commercials?
Is the body double professional?
Yes. Maybe the body double did his Unicron voice in Transformers.
His Omicron voice.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Yeah, so the wife's too accepting because this guy's trash, it seems.
Yes.
He's a drunk. He doesn't seem to have a job, and he breaks into your own house and steals.
He's the worst. He's like the 5th or 6th worst Santa I've ever heard of.
Who's the worst Santa you've heard of?
Probably Bad Santa, because it's his name.
Oh, I thought we go for real life Santas. There's got to be like Santa's robbing banks somewhere out there.
Or Silent Night, Deadly Night Santa. What was his name? Robbie. I don't remember his name. That guy.
I don't remember. I did consider doing that for this podcast, but that was like an hour and a half long, and I couldn't be bothered.
You should just do it next year. It's a wonderful movie. It's worth every. Or you could do Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, which contains 30 minutes of footage from Silent Night, Deadly Night 1.
You save some money that way.
Yes.
It's like Evil Dead 2, but they didn't bother to reshoot any of it.
You put a bookmark on this. Christmas Evil.
Okay.
Just don't look anything up about it. Just watch it.
Okay. How long is that?
I mean, it's a feature film.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Christmas Evil. So anyway, Bad Santa, he just give donks large women in the dressing rooms. So that's not as bad as murdering Santa.
I don't remember anything about that movie except for that. So I assume that's the only thing he does.
That's probably the worst thing he does. I mean, and curses like a sailor, but
he probably learns to love by the end of it or something.
Yeah, something. Well, they try and make it jaded still, but yes, they try and do the like, hey, we're still cool version of that ending.
I hope they make a cinematic universe where like Bad Grandpa and Bad Santa and Bad Teacher all team up.
That'd be cool.
All smoke cigarettes.
The bad employees. Wait, there's bad teacher. What is this?
Bad taste.
Oh, Grandpa's not really a occupation. I mean, it's an occupation, but it's not a paid job.
It is now.
Okay. You thought Grandpa didn't have a job. Now he is the job.
Hand job.
Hand job the movie. That already exists, of course.
Bad Grandpa too. Bad hand job. Okay. Well, we're getting
that was the point, because there's not, it's a 10-minute film here, and it doesn't make any dang sense really.
So this is a skinny Santa. Had they not invented large Santa yet?
That's a good question. I feel like the the old world Santas weren't particularly corpulent.
I think, wasn't it Coca-Cola who just invented the large Santa?
I believe that's true. So it probably would have been like around this time.
That was way before they invented polar bears.
Yeah. I'm going to spend all of next week in a Santa suit, but no beer.
All of it?
Well, all of my work time.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just tell the kids I'm Mato Claus, you know. So they're like, "Why aren't you fat? Why don't you have a beard?" Because I'm not Santa Claus. That's why.
I cannot imagine putting that much effort into the thing. I mean, my friends have a event every year where they all dress up as Krampus and go on a bar crawl, and I have never been on it because I just don't have the energy to make a Krampus outfit or put on a Krampus outfit.
Well, I just found the full Santa costume a few years ago at work, and it's basically I guess it's sort of kind of mine. Well, I mean, it's not mine, but it's in my weird stash of things in the top of the storage room. So Santa's ready to roll. Also, Nagano is getting cold this time of year, so the Santa suit is reasonably warm, right?
That sounds great. Are you bringing KFC every day?
Oh God, I can't handle KFC. I
Yeah,
had
me
it.
neither.
We had it. I think that we got it for Christmas like 2008, and we're like never again.
Is it less greasy in Japan at least?
No, what we had was horrible. There is still that chicken at Christmas thing, fried chicken specifically.
That's what I was referencing. I was just like, the Santa just brings KFC, right?
So my family gets it from the supermarket, but I think it's more like grilled or something. They don't necessarily get the straight up um fried chicken one. Japan's pros at fried chicken though.
No,
Karage, right?
yeah, I feel like you could get tempura or air fried chicken that would be, or just breaded chicken that would be sort of like fried chicken but less
You can
horrible
get
for your liver.
you can get fried chicken sticks at the 7-Eleven,
I'm pretty sure I did that when I was in Japan.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard not to. So what's
Real sucker for fried chicken sticks.
right? So what's your Christmas plan? I will be working, and it will not be Christmas anymore. I will not be in the Santa suit on Christmas, but I'll be working.
Well, my cousins have a lot of kids and a lot of families because I think both of them both of them have divorced parents. I think both of their husbands have divorced parents. So it's just they have tons of Christmases. So the one that they're doing with us is going to be about 4 days from now,
That
which means
everyone
that,
else can piss off Christmas.
yeah. So, well, that means Christmas will be over super early for me, which is great.
Oh, okay. So
Then I can
Christmas,
just chill.
you just chill on Christmas Day because you still have that everything's closed thing. I don't think there is a day in Japan where everything closes. It used to be New Year's, but I think a lot of places are open on New Year's now.
I think it's sort of reversing where I think a few things closed on Thanksgiving for the first time in a very long time, but there was still, well, also there's really no reason to do crazy shopping stuff because you could just get everything online or order online, pick up at the store. So it's a weird thing where they don't really have to just get you into the store.
Right.
So we're kind of in a transition period right now.
Japan has their big shopping days, New Year's Day or the day after. So
Mhm.
stores have like just bags of random stuff.
Nice.
So it's like
They're
you
there.
pay 10, but they have like the $10 one or a $20 one, and you don't know what you don't know what you're getting. It's sealed, right? It's the lucky bag. You find out later what you get.
We're starting to get something like that here where I don't think it's random stuff, but I think it's like either a bag for $30 or something, or you get a bunch of stuff in a box and you pay for the box.
But you don't
I
pay
don't know.
for the
I haven't
stuff.
been to it. I
You
haven't
just
been
pay.
to it yet. It's like you pay for the container that you put the stuff in and you just put stuff in the box and take it. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
but
haven't been yet.
in this case, the store prepares the bags, and you have no clue what you're buying.
Oh no, you know what? I'm wrong. What the store is, I remember what it is now. It's like they just put a bunch of stuff in the store and everything in the store is like $20. And then after a few days, everything in the store is $10. And then it just goes down. And then they close for a day and put a bunch of stuff out. It's like a weird like bargain thing.
Oh yeah, that is kind of weird. Okay. It's like all those
Mm.
closing sales, all the media stuff. Media player Borders went out of business. They do that, right? Except they were gone for good.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of stores are reminding me of Borders now, like how Borders used to just be like, here's a 20% 20% off coupon. Like Target's kind of doing that now. They're just like, hey, here's a bunch of crazy coupons. Hey, 20% off gift cards, things like that, where it's like,
See, in
are we
Japan,
all
they'll be
going to die? Is
Japan,
this
they'll
the
be like
end?
5% off. How awesome is that? You're like, like, don't care. Okay, that's your Christmas. You have, I guess we'll wrap up. So you have something going on in January, I think, because you said
Yes,
before.
I will be running the Buried Alive Film Festival in January 20th through 23rd. If you are at or near Atlanta, Georgia, or if you want to come to Atlanta, Georgia, that's what I be doing.
Yes, this is Aural Hygiene Pod on Twitter. It's on Facebook. I also talk about Twilight Zone episodes, which we're doing right after this, which is Time Enough Podcast. It's Time Enough Pod at Twitter, Time Enough Podcast on Facebook. As of this recording, Apple still hasn't finished dragging their butt and put it up, but hopefully by the time you're hearing this, it'll be there. When you start these things, it takes forever for Apple to get it on there.
Apple's dumb and bad, and I have trouble turning my TV on and off with my iPhone.
Oh,
That's what I think.
I just have a remote control still. What else is there?
Wait,
There's sci-fi
I do,
movies.
but it's like on the table.
Okay. Sci-fi movies, Pokemon, Monster Hunter. It's on Patreon under the Podcastius umbrella. Throw us a dime and we'll leave our lights on and get an iPhone that turns our TV on and off, maybe. I think my iPhone's too old for that. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah. I have a remote control.
Look, you can turn your lights off with your phone. It's great. You don't have to get out of bed ever.
I have a remote control for the lights.
Oh, well, that's probably some Japanese thing.
Right. Okay.
I got this button from IKEA, and I tried really hard to make it turn the lights on and off, but all it does is turn my speakers on and off.
Is that useful?
I mean, yes, but I can't turn my speakers on and off of my phone anymore.
Oh, so you lost an ability there.
It's nonsense. Smart home, everything is utter nonsense.
Okay. Well, dear listeners, it's time for you to put on your own Santa costume and rob your rich relatives.